I guess it's time to start, finishing up. Ooh, I think. Oh, yeah, I did have the cruise on. Ah! So, today I took a little trip on a little rocket ship. That's what we're gonna say. Took a friend up to Michigan. That's a 4-hour run. Well, actually, it's a little over 4 hours, trust me. But yes, took a little trip up on a rocket ship. We took her up so she could stay with a friend, whatever, get a job up there, start a new life. I mean, everybody needs a chance, you know what I'm saying? So, the wife and I also stopped at Cabela's. I think this is the first time ever, and I mean ever, that we did not spend any money in Cabela's. You know how awkward I felt? I have that feeling like we always spend money at Cabela's, and this time it's like, nah, whatever. And we didn't spend any money. You know how awkward that is, really? So the wife's got her cake business going, and I'm gonna tell you something. She did this new frosting ordeal. New recipe. Alright, new frosting recipe, and it is amazing. I mean, like 100% awesome. So she's been doing her cake business, and it's been doing better and better every shot, She's starting to get orders from like everybody, and they're like, oh, I don't want to go to the store. I hate buying cakes from the local stores. They're just flat and boring. And the wife is like, I got this. Trust me, I got this. So she's been making her cakes and everything and doing really good with those. But like I said, we went to Cabela's and didn't spend money. That's awkward. I mean, there was a boat that I wouldn't mind getting, but you know what? Can't afford it. I'm honestly looking into getting a tractor first in life. I figure if I can get a tractor and do good enough with the tractor, that means that I can buy a boat with that money. And I hope it floats. I just want to get these two little spots here, But yeah, we had a really good time. What else was there? Oh, I mean, the only thing that I didn't like about the whole day, other than not sleeping, the only thing I really didn't like about it all was this dude in a semi. Yeah, a dude in a semi. Pretty sure it was a dude. Don't care. Gender don't matter. Idiot. It's like he couldn't shift it out of like 4th gear. And if you know semis, 4th gear is like 20 miles an hour. It's a 40 zone. Get it out of 4th gear. Seriously now, You can do better than that. If you can't do better than that, if there's problems with the truck, don't drive it. Because it's illegal. Speaking on legalities, a friend of mine, I called up. She just had her surgery Monday or so. So she's like out of it, you know what I'm saying? But she asked me a question. She's like, you've ran hazmat, right? I'm like, yes, I've ran hazmat. She's like, is this considered a hazmat load? And she was like telling me about the bill laden. If you don't know what that is, that's the paperwork that says, hey, this is a hazmat load. This is what's all on the load. This is this, this is this. I mean, it tells everything. The bill laden tells you everything. Piece by piece, weight, everything. You name it. like I said. Anyhow, the government's really strict on that here. Anyhow, she's like, this is a hazmat load, correct? And I guess the dude was carrying batteries. Like car batteries. I'm like, what's the bill of lading say? Is it marked as hazmat on the bill of lading? Is that little red box? Like I said, red. See how good this is? This is how, like, to the point this is. Is that little red box marked hazmat? And she goes, yep. I said, well then, it's probably a hazmat load. If it's marked it probably is. And she's like, that's what I thought, but I wasn't 100% sure. Because the company told this driver that it's not a hazmat load, just run it. And I said, well, tell that driver. You see, I'm looking out for the driver's well-being. I don't know the driver, okay? Don't know the driver's name, nothing. Alls I know is this driver is a friend of my friend. So, I said, well, does the driver have it in, like, any form of writing a text message, Qualcomm message, any message type deal that the dispatcher said, just take it? Well, it was verbal on the phone was the answer. And I'm like, well, tell the driver to get it in writing of some sort to just take it. Say, hey, I don't feel comfortable. Should I even be taking this load? And as soon as that dispatcher says, yes, you should be taking the load, it's perfectly fine. Trust me, I've dealt with enough dispatchers. The load is perfectly fine. Just take it. What you do is you say, okay, no problem. And you get a hold of DOT. Who's that? Well, that's Department of Transportation. That's the people who really enforce the laws and make people, like, do their job. And I'm like, DOT will not reprimand them in any way, shape, or form. Because 9 out of 10 DOT officers are like, okay, you didn't know, I understand. Thank you for letting us know. We're going to go after the company. And the DOT will call them up and say, hey, we decided to pull your driver in for fun and give them a DOT, and they failed it because of you. And they said that this happened. Is this true? Well, it must be true because this is your number with, saying to take the load. So the driver, the only person that can punish the driver is the company. And if the company punishes the driver, oh yes, that's a lawsuit. That's like, I'm not playing. You're supposed to be honest with me. I'm supposed to be honest with you. You weren't honest with me, and that's a problem. You see, I've never had a really good experience with dispatchers. I'll just put it that way. So, with the dispatchers, how can I say it? I'm not going to say that dispatchers are all the devil, because I'm sure that there's good ones out there. But I've never really had a good experience with a dispatcher. Just like I've never really had a good experience with recruiters. Like, I never knew how to drive an 18 speed. Okay? Perfect example. And I called up dispatch and said, hey, is there anybody over here that can just show me how, or just tell me the basics of how to drive an 18 speed? And that dispatcher came back at me with, well, I don't know if anybody's there, but learn before you get out of the gate. The gate is 150 yards away. How can you learn how to drive an 18 speed like that? Well, the thing is I had knowledge on a 13. I had knowledge on a 15. So let's just expand the knowledge a little bit more, you know? That's all I did. And I figured out how to drive an 18 speed by the time I hit the gate. But after 1,000 miles of driving an 18 speed, I kind of started liking it. Just saying. I think dispatchers are very... They seem like they're way too busy for the average person. You know? They're too busy for any in particular driver. It's here's your orders, now get out of here. And I kind of think that that's wrong. Dispatchers should be there for their drivers, not just do it and go away. You know what I'm saying? That's 100% wrong. So, anyhow, I think that was like the worst part of our trip was that. But taking her out there to Michigan, she paid for all the gas. She gave us extra money, whatever, so we could come back. So, like I said, she paid for it all, which she said she was going to. And, overall, we had a really good time. And I really enjoyed going out. I kind of think I needed that, you know? I needed that break away from everyday work. I really did. I know I was driving just like I do at work, but honestly, it's like if you work in fast food, okay? If you work in fast food and you're playing with food all day, it's like a different story when you come home and you can cook a like full-on, awesome healthy meal. It kind of felt like that. It felt like I could do what I wanted to do and get away. But my mother of all people, I love my mother. I do. It's fun to pick on her. She can take it, you know. My mother's a good woman. A little bit awkward, but not bad. So my mother calls me up and says, "It's snowing. You're gonna get called into work." And I said, okay, well, my boss knows not to call me. My foreman knows not to call me before, 3 o'clock. So I'll just be getting home around 3. And before stopping at Cabela's, I figured I would do, the right thing and call him up. "Yo, foreman, we working today or not?" He's like, "Oh, thank you for calling me. We are not working today because even though it's snowing like it was last night, it's not snowing like it was last night." I'm like, well, that helps. It's snowing, but not like last night. He's like, no. It's just not sticking, that's all. It's not sticking like it was last night, so we're not working. And I'm like, good, thank you. And he's like, alright, well, thank you for calling me. I'm like, well, yeah, I was wanting to go to Cabela's, but if I had to come into work, I was going to be coming into work and not going to Cabela's. Because the wife and I have this whole thing in mind, okay? That we want to stop at every single Cabela's. That's not a bad goal, you know? I think it's a pretty good goal. There's nothing wrong with it. It's a great store overall. I don't know how they treat their employees and everything, but I'm just saying overall, it's a great store. So, why not stop in, You can learn so much from everybody that's there. I mean, overall, they have a really knowledgeable staff. I mean, really, really friendly staff. Everybody there seems like they're happy, to be working there. I have never met an employee at Cabela's that's like, I hate this place. You know? And it's like, I was talking to the one guy over at the boats and everything, and he is like this big, he loves to camp, he loves boating and camping and all that fun stuff. I mean, okay, that's awesome. And me and him started talking, and I was telling him about some areas around where I live. And he's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. There's no horsepower law in this area. There's no, like, it's a big fishing area. That's all. And he's like, how far is it from me? I'm like, about 4 hours from here, 3-4 hours. And then there's this camping area. And I started telling him about the camping area. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And I said, well, don't worry about the wife calling you. He's like, oh, why is that? I said, there's no cell phone service. And he's like, there's really no cell phone service? I'm like, no. I do not get cell phone service. And most people I know down there do not get cell phone service. He's like, even better. And I'm like, yeah, kinda. Which one's to flip it? B, I think. Alright, V. He's like, are you serious? There's like no cell phone? I'm like, yeah, I'm serious, no cell phone. He's like, dude, I gotta go there. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I was catching fish, everything, so quick. And he's like, that is awesome. I'm like, yeah, I had a lot of fun there. So, I mean, that was like the basis of the trip. I mean, the wife and I sat back, we had conversations, and I really miss that about, our relationship. Because we're getting to that stage where we're both really busy in life with everything that's going on mixed between our son, my step boys, you name it. We have a lot going on in our lives. And since we have so much going on, it makes everything difficult. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. So, we got talking to this guy, and I mean, yeah, I like the staff at Cabela's. I really do. It's a good place. Nice, friendly people, you name it. Helpful. Really, really helpful. People everywhere in the store. You need a hand? Do you need help with anything? Hey, I'm here if you need anything. And it's not that really pushy type help. It's just the whole, if you need anything, feel free to ask. I would love to help you. It's that type of help, not the whole, do you need anything? Here, let me help you with that. Let me show you about it. They don't do that. And that's so nice. Oh man. So anyhow, it was a long trip overall. I think we did 8 hours in the car. So if that tells you anything, that's a long trip. What else was there? Oh, I already said something about that dude driving. That semi. Yeah. He was in a bobtail in Michigan and could not drive. It was sad. He makes me feel bad for truck drivers. I mean, how else can I say that? He made truck driving look bad. Really bad. Oh, we ate at a Waffle House. Yeah. I mean, that's like an awesome place to go. Speaking of Waffle Houses, there's kind of cool news. Kid Rock went to a Waffle House this one time. I know, it's old news, whatever. But Kid Rock went to this Waffle House one time. And this drunk dude was there and giving the staff a hard time. So I heard Kid Rock threw the dude out of the Waffle House, locked the door behind him, so he couldn't come back in. And then he tipped the whole staff like $500 a piece. Come on, that's awesome news. And it's Kid Rock. You really don't hear much about him anymore. But I think that's still awesome news. It's when celebrities become these, like, humans. Not that they're not humans, but trust me, some days they're not humans. And, there's lots of celebrities that I believe are just, a waste of time. There are some good ones, though. I mean, I heard Ashton Kutcher is actually really cool to be around, and he's really smart. He just plays really dumb characters, and it's so funny. Oh, man. Oh, so anyhow, I'm trying to get more subscribers, but whatever. I'm still trying to beat that record to show, like, my parents that this can actually become a real job. Oh, speaking of that, the wife and I might be starting up our own channel this summer. We were talking about it. So, I mean, nothing is set in stone. It's where we go out like camping and fishing and hiking and all that in different places. I mean, probably several times it's going to be the same place, okay? Don't knock us for that. We are not like the richest people in the world. We do have kids. We do have lives. We do have all this, but I mean, just to go out and show our adventures across, wherever we go. That's all it's going to be about. Is just to say, hey, here's where we are. This is what we did. This is the fun that we had. You can do it. Like I said, we both have our jobs. She works hard. She does cleaning at 2 different places. Well, for 2 different businesses type deal. I have my job, which is like this full-time, like complete. Some days is better than others. But we were talking about it. It's just something in the works. Something more for us to do together. Because we're looking into things like that. We want to have an amazing relationship, and we are learning. We are. We're learning how to do everything as one. Um, we've had past relationships that just did not work for us. I'm not gonna say that the people that we were with was bad people. I'm just saying it wasn't for us. We were both married before and it just didn't work out in the marriages. So, we figure we are going to learn how to do better for us and how to make things work for us. And she said when she's doing her cakes, stay out of the kitchen. I don't know, I'm kind of fat. I like sugar. You know, minor things. Minor things. But anyhow. Ooh. V. Drop down. Here we go. She said she wants to help me on one of my goals of actually doing real farming. Because when I was a kid, there was this guy that lived down the street. Don't think any sick or perverted things. I mean, he was a really nice guy, okay? He helped out a lot of families in the area. They help him, he helps them. I mean, it was just that simple. And he used to farm my parents' backyard. And then it's like, I get older and it makes me think, okay? Honestly, just tell me where your food comes from, you know? You can't just say, it comes from the grocery store. Alright? You can't say that, for a simple fact is the grocery store probably didn't produce it. Who produced it? So when you think about it, okay, so I don't know anything about how it was produced. Oh, awesome. Since you don't know how it was produced, what country was it produced in? I'm not exactly sure is the answer. And then it just keeps rolling out like that, over and over. I don't know. So when it comes down to it, a question is asked. You don't know where it was produced. You don't know if it was even in America that it was produced. And I'm going to ask you another simple question. And it comes down to, what's that simple question? What was put onto it, or put into it, or, you know? So that narrows it down to, something was put onto the food that you don't know what it is. Something was kind of mixed into it that you don't know what it is. And somebody did something to it that you really don't know what was done. Am I right? That's pretty well narrowed down, ain't it? I don't know what was done to the food. I don't know where it came from. It's kind of scary now, ain't it? So, here's a question. Did somebody, urinate on your food? You don't know. And you just think washing it off is nice? I mean, come on now. Ooh, grass. That's all I want is grass. Ooh, X. No, not X. I'm looking to see if I have any more in the area. Any seeds. I don't think so. I'll see over there. None over there. Okay, well, I might see what I can do. But, I mean, you see where I'm coming from on all this. You don't know what was done with your food, and you just want to trust people? Like, really? Oh, really? Oh, I need to till it, don't I? Ugh, I forgot. I'm sorry. I really am. I keep forgetting minor crap. But the point being is, why not teach your kids, this is my theory, how to grow some of their own food? You figure if you teach kids how to grow food, freeze food, stuff like that, you know, how to make their food and do all that with their food. I mean, do everything with their food. You teach your kids that. You think you're helping your kids? You think that you're going to help them save money in the future? You think that you're going to help them be more like understand the reward of like some labor? You know? That's what I'm going for. I want my kids, all three of them. I have one wish out of all three of them. It's real simple. Be better than me. What's more simple than that? I want the kids to be better than me. I want them to be more successful, smarter, faster, stronger, everything better than me. I mean, it's not that hard of a wish, you know? I think it's pretty simple. I think it's really straightforward. And I hope that every single parent has that, you know? Because today's world is like, I don't know, I have nothing to compare it to, but today's world is changing so fast, so rapid. It's like overnight changing for everything and everyone, that you can lose yourself so quick. You can lose who you are. You can lose everything about you. You know? And it's like you can't gain that back. It's really weird. If you look in today's society, more millionaires are like happening than ever before type deal. Information is expanding faster than it's ever expanded before. Information is becoming also more deceptive type deal than it ever has before. And it's kind of scary. I mean, this here is the United States, and honestly, to me, it really don't feel it. You know, I'm not getting that vibe. Back in 2001 area, I got that vibe. This is united. We stand together. Today, not so much. Not so much at all. Today is more of, and we care about dumb crap. I can't put it any better than that. People care about dumb crap way too much. Me, I designed this channel for one reason. One simple little reason. I designed it for entertainment and where people can have conflicting views and still get along. I want to spread entertainment and like have this whole thing where people can talk about whatever type deal, whatever they want. opinions can come back and forth and nobody gets hurt about it, you know? That's what I originally wanted to do with all this. And it's that easy. I just want everybody to, hey, this is life. This is how people get along. This is how things go. I mean, back in the 1800s and everything, 1800s, they had like coffee shops type deal where people can talk and people can converse and they can have separate points of views and respect each other. Make sense? I wanted it where everybody could get along and see different points of view together. And I'll be happy about it. I mean, I see differently than everybody else I know, basically. But I choose that. I choose that for a reason. Because if I was the same as the next person there, well, what did we get out of it? If I see everything the same as the next person, what did anybody get out of it? Nothing. So, why not, change it up a little bit? Be different. It's okay. And this is where I got into arguments in school and everything, is because I would oppose everybody else, and show everybody that there is a different answer. Like, when in college, in high school, everywhere, when somebody said, hey, this is the only way to do this, I think about it, and sometimes I agree. The only way to add 1 plus 1 is by getting 2. You gotta agree with that. But when you change theories and laws and everything else and say, hey, what's actually what here? I took a law class. I don't know if it was a good thing that I took that class or a bad thing, but I had a lot of fun in it, and I hurt a lot of feelings in that class. Oh man, did I hurt feelings. And my professor, he loved to do one simple thing. He loved to pull out the most controversial topics in the world. And when he learned that I loved conflict, I mean, not the fighting conflict, but the conflict of opposing views, and I did it on purpose at times. When he learned that, it just made him push the scenarios even farther. And it was awesome. It really was, because he would go as far as, he brought up this one case where these kids were shooting at a house. They are shooting a gun with live ammunition at a house. Just trying to break the guy's windows or whatever. And this guy shot back. I don't know if he killed the kid or just injured him, but he shot back. And he said, so, who should go to court? Well, who should go to jail and everything? And it's like, well, they all should. And I said, why is that? The dude was defending his property. The guy was defending his property from an act of violence. What if he was standing in that window or whatever when they were shooting at him? You know, this is the arguments that I had. Oh, I love to argue this stuff. I love to think deep into things. It's kind of why I like this game at times. I can actually think as shallow as I want one day, like a cultivator, or as deep as I want, and I love to think about how to do something better. What would be the best choice? What should I do here? What should I do there? What will this affect versus this? I love these thoughts. Like my spontaneous buy of these 2 tractors and maxing out my account. You know, my bank account on here. I maxed everything out. I did everything like so far out, and it's like, okay, so now I'm in the hole. What do I do? And I got thinking about it. What do I do? Well, as you can see, I picked grass, didn't I? I'm gonna plant grass on this field. Why? Why should I plant grass on this field? Well, honestly, if I plant grass on this field, guess what? That's silage. You've seen how long it took me to mow this, you know? Well, now I can set in a worker and mow it for me. Am I right? You see how long it's taken with this cultivator and everything? Well, now I can set somebody else in to do all this for me. And if I'm setting in other people to do it for me, that means I can be working over in that field or that field or that field or doing something else, you know? And just having my guy run back and forth. And then, if I turn it into a field of grass, maybe I can just modify it to a field of, I don't know, grapes. Would a worker actually work in it? Probably not. But could you imagine this as a field of grapes? Honestly, this here is like, I don't know, an average size field. If you actually go scale 1-to-1 type deal, this is an average field of grapes. About north of where I live. They have grapes and grapes and grapes, and they do so many Concord grapes and everything. Have you ever heard of Welch's grape juice? Yes, I have. Because it's made here. We make Welch's. Ooh, another really cool thing. We were driving down the road, and I found the duct tape headquarters. It says right out front, duct tape, world headquarters. I thought that was kind of cool. Just had to throw that one out there. Oh, and Ohio is so flat. I mean, you wouldn't believe how flat Ohio is. But anyhow, we went through it, and we had fun. We did, because I'm like, ooh, baby, look at that field, It's so huge and flat. I kept joking with her about that the entire time. And then I'm like, I want to see the tractors, but there's snow on the ground, so all the tractors are put away. And then I started pointing out different equipment and everything and telling her about the equipment, and she's like, I really don't care. I'm like, I know. But I don't care that you don't care, because we're doing it this way. I really did have a really good time. And the wife told me that she had a good time. Whether she's lying to me or not, I don't know yet, but not the point. She said she had a good time, so I'm gonna just base it on she had a good time. I wonder if those are actually hooked up correctly. It kinda looks it. You know something that'd be actually really cool? Is if I hook this to this here. And it might not have all the plugs and everything, and if it don't have all the plugs... Wait, that's wrong. I can't zoom in anymore. They screwed up. This is not American. Okay. So you see the little blue ones right there in like the middle of the screen. Then you have the red glad hand on that side. And then you see a yellow glad hand. That yellow one should be blue. The red one's for your emergency line, and the blue one is for your service lines. Let's go back into this. Oh, that's cool. Everything's just like dangling right there. Huh. But you know what I don't see? Those 4 lines right there are your hydraulic lines for all that there. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. And the 4th one is the rotation or whatever. Well, you got the manifold with all the lines on it. Okay, so anyhow, you don't have the pigtail. Oink oink. Your pigtail is what goes to your... Oh, there's no lights on this. Well, then I understand why I don't have pigtail. That makes sense. Let's get out and look at these. Okay, so that's a hydraulic line, that's a hydraulic line. Those 5 there are all hydraulic lines. Okay. And then you got that black one that's right... No, that black one that's right there. That is your pigtail. Your pigtail controls like them and that, you know, anything electric. Those just look like reflectors. But it controls anything electric. That's what a pigtail's for. Like this has the lights here, so there should be a pigtail up here. Yeah, that's the pigtail right there. And there's your hydraulic lines put away. Nice and neat. You see, I've learned, this is stuff that I've learned through work and different experiences, stuff like that. Like there's all your hydraulic lines. And there's your pigtail. Ain't that kinda cool? Like this here just has your hydraulic lines just laying there. This has small hydraulic lines and a pigtail. Yeah, this is kinda cool, ain't it? This is how we learn. This is all about learning time. I think it's awesome. I don't know. It's just me though. I think weird stuff is awesome. So anyhow, you see the red and the right there, like in the middle type deal, underneath the window, red and yellow. Well, they should be red and blue in America. So, if I go under here and look up the tractors, and let's go into large tractors. Does this one do it? Okay, EU. Let's look on the back. Okay, right there. Right there they are. Red and yellow. US? That is wrong. I have found an error. Very minute, but still an error. Ain't that kinda cool? Now everybody learns something new. I found an error in the game. That's called paying attention to detail. Oh man. This is a lot of field to do. But it's only what? Is that a leased item? I think that's a leased item. No, I think that's a bought item. Yep, it's a bought item. No, I won't use that for a while. Cultivators. Is it this one? No. This one here. Okay, 7 meters. And I have one big enough to pull this, which is 15. Yeah, this is a lot bigger, so that's pretty cool though. 14 meters. Oh, this is double. More than double the price too. Oh yes. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. I mean, the field's looking pretty good though. Don't you agree? I agree. Field's looking really good. I think it's awesome. Oh, we're into the trees. Speaking of that, I should start cutting down some more trees. Let's look at the business. Please wait, saving. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Oh man, this place has still got most wood. Planks are fine. So this place has got like a lot of wood. And the planks are like honestly fine. So that's pushing through nice. And water's pretty full on all these places. So I'm happy about that. So that means business is booming. So, next objective. The dog is on my leg. What do you want, Balls? You need your nails cut, honey. You do. I know, you want my attention because I haven't been home all day and you miss me. Oh, yes, you do. You haven't been seeing me all week, have you? I've been doing a lot of work and she's been going to bed, you know? We have her own little room for her. No, it's not a cage or anything. It's an actual room for the dog. I mean, it might be like a broom closet, but still, it's a room for the dog. She's tiny. She's like a little chug. So she's about like 4 pounds. That's it. Oh man, so anyhow. She needs her nails cut. She needs like a little shaving too. She needs prettied up. This is looking good. Man, I can't wait to like throw grass into this and start mowing it out and everything. Oh, Can you imagine? Just have that mower running back and forth. Yes. Having all the bales come in. Not doing round bales anymore, but doing square ones instead. Because you can do square bales faster than round bales. You ain't gotta stop every time for a square bale. Just keep rolling. Yeah, my cousin got a hold of me and he's like, you wanna play on my map? I'll make a map for us. I don't want to tell him no. I really don't, because we've always had a good time, you know, playing games together. Battlefield was our top one, I want to say. Thinking about it. We did really good when we would team up on Battlefield. We'd do really, really good. I mean, like, unbelievably good. We upset a lot of people. And on that game, I'm too dumb to cheat. Okay? I'm just gonna put it straight out. I don't care about cheating. I really don't. But when I can flank somebody, alright, because that's what I learned in the military. That's what I learned by studying, you know? You flank them. Come up on the rear and just take everybody out. That's what I started doing on there. And people would get so upset. This is like Battlefield 3, you know? With Metro and all that on it. And the whole King of the Hill map or whatever it was called. I don't know. It had like the 3 points and the center point was on a hill. Yeah. You get a medic, you get a couple other things going, whatever, and you can do so much damage to everybody. The thing is you can't have like 4 guys as all snipers. It's not gonna work out. They'll run out of ammo. So you need somebody that dumps ammo. I mean, it's just, you need everybody to come together. As soon as you have everybody coming together, oh, it's awesome. But yeah, me and him used to play Battlefield all the time. I almost got Battlefield 1, and then it's like you can't play computer versus Xbox type deal, so he wouldn't be able to, you know, be on the same system as me. I don't know, he's all about the Xbox. I'm like, nah, dude. PC Master Race. Oh, this is looking so nice. It really is. I can't wait for it to be done. Now I'm kind of unsure about planting, you know, grass on this. I mean, it's so huge. It would be great for like anything but grass. But I believe I'd be making the most out of the grass. I don't know. Somebody else needs to pick a crop for me. I mean, if they pick grass, it's fine. But if you don't pick grass, that's fine too. I'd do it. I need something that I can do. But just remember, this is going to be the problem. Yes. This is going to be the problem. I don't even know. I don't really even know what I can do with this. Can I even pick up the trailers with this? Oh! Yes. Yes, it looks goofy, but it is plausible. Alright, what's next step? Yeah. That don't work. I'm trying to figure out what all will attach to it. So far, we're having bad luck. That was wishful thinking. Let's see. Nope. Like I said, this is all wishful thinking. Oh. Chloe, go lay down. So I can only hook up that one trailer to this. Oh, that's bad juju. Let's see about this trailer over here. Probably not. Nope. I can only hook up that trailer. Ugh, not good. Alright then. Okay, so... E. Let me come around, check all this crap. See what all needs done over here. Alright, I got them logs there. Them logs there. All this through here. Ew, that's a lot of stuff left over. Lay down. Come on. Get up in your chair. 1 second. I might let the dog out of the room. I don't want to hear her prancing around. Come on. No, you're not jumping on my lap. Let's go. Yeah. Had to get rid of her. Had to. Couldn't bear it anymore. Her prancing around with her nails. I mean, they need trim something bad. So I just let her free. Free bird. Okay. How's he doing? Oh, yes. I call that almost done. I do. Almost done. Man. It's an awesome tractor. It really is. I mean, how far they've came on tractors and everything. What is that for? E. Can I like disconnect that? Is that for like pulling? Enter vehicle, switch tools? No. What? It has this on it though. I want to use it. It's hooked right there. It comes all the way back over to here. I want to use it. Ugh. So disappointing. You cannot use the, like, these need to be like refillable things. They do. Oh man. soybeans. Well, at least it tells me that I have soy. All 5,000. And this field's just like, alright. At least it's 100%, you know, on the fertilized end. Wood chips 2,000, that's it. What am I gonna do? How many wood chips does this place have? 89 wood chips. That's like 2 shovels. Not like he's gonna need any any logs anytime soon. Doing good making furniture. This field here is about to pop. Do you see it? Do you see it? Oh, yes. Yes. La, la, la. What is sorghum even for? I'm not familiar with it. Oh, man. And to take out this fence. I'm still looking for that video cartridge. I don't know where it is. I mean, I'm not seeing it anywhere. I checked, like, major places. Are they destroyable or something? Because I don't want to accidentally destroy it or anything. I mean, I just haven't seen it. I mean, is it on the roof or something? I don't see it up there. Man, I need a new roof. Look at that sag. That's bad. I mean, is the video cartridge like hidden over here somewhere? Maybe they don't even have it on the map. What was that? I don't see a video cartridge in here. Don't they look like old games or something? I'm like so lost on where it would be. Probably in a spot that I've looked 100 times. Be kinda cool if we actually had to use some of this stuff, you know? Yeah, I don't see it in here. Yeah, I don't think it's out here. Ooh, only 61 liters. It needs filled. Bad. It's not over here. Is it up here on the mountain? Didn't the old one have like a little shack or something over there? Like a little hunting tree stand or something? I have a feeling like it did. Maybe it's under the house. Yeah, 'cause see, Change game cartridge. No game cartridge available. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Nope, nope. You know, see anything under the bed or anything. I'm sticking my head through the ceiling and don't see anything. Nothing in the boxes. That's all my luggage. I would never get those. I don't like the colors. Nothing under it. Anything in here? No, nothing in there. Those are like burners. Bad burners. Nothing under the TV or on the TV or anything like that. Nothing by the heater that like has no tank to heat from. I have no clue where it would be. There we go. I'll finish it off. I ain't got a problem with that. Not a very good driver, but oh well. I'm trying to get this all narrowed down. Oh, almost. Almost. Oh, yes. Oh, that's it. Okay. I was making sure I got the edges over there too, you know? Oh, this is awesome. And that little bit right there. And look, it's gone. Now get this all folded back up and put back out this side and I'll be alright. I need something that's priced a little bit high. That's what I'm going to do, is something that has a little bit higher of a price. So, how do you find out prices? You go onto the price list. Okay, that's 3,600. I ain't got anything for that. No. That's 1,000. That's 14. You get a lot more of this though. You get a lot of oat. I'm gonna go with oats. Cause then I can like, yeah. Oats seem good. It just seems alright. But grass. Nah. You know what? I'm just sticking with grass. This is how I make up my mind all the time. Because if I just go with grass, honestly, I mean, think about how much I can actually be making on it, you know? And then it's like with grass, I have the different animals and all that. Which this is going to burn right through seeds. I just have that feeling like I might burn right through all these seeds real quick. And then I have to wait for it to grow evenly before I can cut it. But grass is not a bad idea, honestly. And then all I need to do is like roll it, or I think. I don't think I need to fertilize it after it's like already grown. Wait, did I get that area up there? Oh no, I don't think I did. Well, this is why I have multiple tractors, because if I didn't get that area up there, what I can do is just come back over to this area and just work this area and then go up there and hit that area, which I don't think I got that area. This is my theory on it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I missed it. I can do this a little bit though. Oh, it's actually doing it. Yes. Yes, it's doing it all. That's awesome. I wasn't expecting it. Oh, this is going to be so nice. Look at this. Oh, he's gonna miss the corner there. Back it up. A lot more. Oh well, I don't care. It's not that point. Point is it's getting done. And this should get done a lot faster than the other. Alright, I gotta get out of this. Go into here. I need to repair it. I do. Who cares about the paint job, you know? Make sure it's repaired. Come around, fill it up. And I ran out, didn't I? I had to. now pull back up on it. Okay, refuel. Finish refueling. Check on these. They're too heavy. 12%. 26%. So as soon as all those are done, I can just start taking all those. This guy's just moving down the field. Look how nice that's all looking. Oh, I'm impressed. It's not fertilized as much as it should be. We'll work on the fertilizations. Still need to hit this area here. Like I said, we can work on fertilizing. Like I'm looking at is how far he's done already. And how much money I'm going to make off of this. Because I'm going to make a little bit less than what I would with all of these. I mean, I'll probably get, you know, all but this many. Which is, what, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. All but 11 of the bales. Oh. That ain't bad. And if you look into that, so 20 bales, let's just say, 5,000, so that'd be 30,000. I think I'd be bringing in about 100,000 every time. I mean, that ain't bad. 100,000? I think the numbers are good. Oh, yes. I'm excited about this. I really am. I might have... This is going to be, like, my first grass field I have ever made. I believe. And if this is my first grass field, I'm excited. Just think about it. The awesomeness behind it. I can't wait. Really, I can't. I know, I'm watching my money count down too while I'm at it. So, anyhow, I think I'm gonna get off here, finish this up, and possibly get back on in a few. I've got a couple things I need to get done. So I will be back later. As I say every day, every night, whatever. Good day, good evening, good night, good whatever it is when you're watching this video. Have fun, be safe. Don't forget to subscribe and like on the video. Send it to your friends, whatever. Have fun, be safe.